I live in 2 apartments. Neither one is really mine, but that might be about to change. Around the time that I got a divorce, my mom needed help, and so I moved in with her. I also needed a place to land in New York, so it was a win-win for the moment. My daughter then decided to take a gap year from college. Needless to say, it's tight. And we end up sharing a dresser and the closets. And I'm also sharing the bathrooms with a team of people who are helping my mom. Luckily, we get along pretty well, but how we live in one room, well, that's another video. I was able to arrange a tour with the actual building in New York City that my lottery is for. Yeah, do I want my own place? 100%. I'm really used to having my own kitchen. I'm used to having my own bathroom and closet. So yeah, I want my own place. Absolutely. I want to be able to rearrange the furniture and design how I'm going to be using the space. I want to be able to bring my photo equipment and shoot and set up lights and the whole 9 yards. I think that it would be incredible to have my own space when I'm in this next chapter, redesigning my life and like reinventing myself and healing and all the good things, right? So 100%. So maybe you're thinking, why on earth would you not take the... See, I not only needed a place to live after I got a divorce, but my mom is sick and she needed my help. And the easiest way to help her was to move in with her. So it gets a little more complicated, so let me unpack it. If I get an apartment somewhere in Manhattan, the trade-off is for the quality of life and like peace of mind and my own space. As my mom gets on, she may need more help. And if I have to come up to the hospital or if there's an emergency or one of the home health aides doesn't show up or can't do something, then I need to come up. So that is pretty clear cut and I'm prepared for that trade-off. Okay, check out this really cool service entrance. I love the city. There's always something new to find. So, but there's other implications, like right now I'm covering her overhead, like her rent and a little bit of extra. And if I go to my own apartment, I'm gonna be pulling that and spending it somewhere else. So I don't have anyone else to help me. It's kind of on me. And I had always intended, even when I was married, to try to help her in some way. I didn't know exactly how it was going to look, and now I'm just finding my way. So even though that's her business, you know, she did say, go ahead and take the apartment, do what's best for you, which was very nice. But I do feel like that's one of the benefits of me staying with her. She doesn't have to get a roommate. If I move out, I'm like taking that away, you know? So like ideally, I wouldn't want her to have to absorb that. I want the flexibility of being able to crash there if my mom needs help one night, or who knows if a home health aide doesn't show up, or a number of different things. I imagine that's a benefit to her. There's also the artwork. So it's always been a dream of mine to help manage my grandfather's lifetime of artwork with my mom. I felt it was a priority when I got to New York to really focus on our relationship before diving into like a really big project that is intense, to say the least, and has a lot of moving parts and factors. And yeah, so, you know, the thing is, if we don't get to it, I'll just say that I wouldn't want to be under duress when I'm making decisions about something so important. So Maybe delaying my gratification on my own apartment would be best in the interest of the bigger picture. And I'm in a different location, then it could be trickier for me to try to manage it if I'm not in the same apartment with the artwork. My mom has been renting her apartment in New York City for over 50 years, and we all know what this means. It's hard to make a choice sometimes. I feel like things are unsteady, and for now they seem stable, but if I left, would they get shaky, and would everything just blow up?
You're never here when my tears dry. You're never around to see me thrive. When it's my birthday or my day off, you got other plans and can't show up. But when life deals me a shit hand, all of a sudden you're the first to come. Always there to help and listen. You're just a friend when I come undone. I have to fall apart to get to see you again. You only have a heart when mine is bleeding. Some kind of friend.
Where was I? My bougie
Didn't
coffee.
happen like that. It took me a minute to notice it. It was holding me back. It's time to move on to bigger things. Can't live in the past. Moving on to future me. I wonder who she will be. I can't help but think that there is something more to find, more to life than what I have right here, right now.
When I first put my name on this lottery, it was like 10 years ago. I feel like a completely different person. My circumstances have changed, and I'm in a totally different place in life. I also realize that starting over sometimes means choosing the things that you need and not the things that you necessarily want. Hopefully I'll have more information at the time they offer me the apartment. I got called for two different lotteries. All of a sudden there's movement, more units on a federal level. So I think all of these little changes affected it. And anyway, I could talk about that for a while, but I will resist and just try to stay on topic. The other one, the one that's in Manhattan, the building that's in Manhattan, I'm number 1467. Since making this video, I got a notification that I was on the other list, but they ran out of units, and you can see from the log number that actually 1467 isn't that bad, relatively. It might be some policy shifting. It's actually the previous mayor. I think they have like a more efficient way of processing it. They also opened up more units on a federal level. So I think all of these little changes affected it, and there's more movement all of a sudden. So I got called for two different buildings after being on a list for 10 years. I know that the New York City Affordable Housing Lottery works. At least 4 people I can think of have actually gotten apartments through this method, but it's unpredictable, and a lot of things could change by the time an apartment actually comes through, and there's a lot of things to consider, and I'm just really wanting to think through how it's going to impact everyone in my current situation and hope that I make the right choice. I realize that boundaries are a big word these days, and maybe even a trigger for some people, but to me, a boundary has to do with getting your needs met so that you can stay in a relationship. I feel like sometimes people misinterpret boundaries as I'm putting up a wall or these are the rules. It's not exactly like that. It's kind of like trying to create that win-win, right? Understanding what the other person's boundaries are and what your boundaries are is kind of like where the shore meets the land so that you can ebb and flow. there's also this other kind of subtle guilt feeling that choosing myself somehow means going against my family. But I don't really think that's the truth. Okay, here we go. Fingers crossed.